TikTok is gone. TikTok is back. TikTok is this. TikTok is that. What is the big deal with TikTok and why was it banned? Let's talk about it for a minute. This is Emil, and I'm going to give you my logical perspective. Let's go ahead and get an explanation on why TikTok was banned in the first place. In 2022, the U.S. banned TikTok, the Chinese-owned sharing app, from federal government devices due to security concerns. Despite the app's innocent appearance, its most popular videos include pop stars chewing gum, chocolate sculpted giraffes, and things of that nature. TikTok's Chinese ownership, rapidly growing reach, ignited national security concerns among some of the government officials. A lot of Congress and policymakers feared that ByteDance, the owner of TikTok, could share the data. Could share the data collected from its hundreds of millions of U.S. users with the Chinese government. There was also worries about disinformation being spread on the app, similar to what happened with the election with Facebook and apps like that. While ByteDance denies any allegations of data manipulation or collecting data for the Chinese government, the U.S. analyzers shown that the app at certain times censored content critical of the CCP, which is the Chinese Communist Party. Way back in 2020, Donald Trump signed an executive order mandating the sale of TikTok to a U.S. company with 45 days, but the order was held up in court and Trump left office before the final ruling was issued. In 2021, President Biden revoked that executive order and signed his own executive order calling for better data privacy controls on the social media apps. Through the order, but not mentioning TikTok by name, Biden also launched a security review of the apps that could be exploited by foreign adversaries and ordered commerce development to develop a strategy to address the issue, but neither directive has produced specific recommendations yet. Also, during the Biden administration, lawmakers introduced a bill that would ban TikTok altogether. TikTok has consistently denied that it censors content, despite the evidence that the Chinese managers have access to U.S. user data. Through all that, the Supreme Court decided to uphold the ban to get rid of TikTok altogether within the U.S. The ban was supposed to take effect on the 19th of January, which it did, and it shut down temporarily. But now the app is back online. So, basically, all this started with President Trump back in 2020. So for all you people who are mad that TikTok was shut down and TikTok was banned, you can blame Trump because that's when he signed the executive order way back in 2020. He also put in the Supreme Court justices that upheld the ruling to ban TikTok. So Trump, being the so-called savior of TikTok, is actually the person who instigated the entire ban of TikTok back when he was in office the first time. Now, why people are so infatuated with TikTok, I have no idea. I personally believe that social media, even this channel, YouTube, Facebook, Meta, Instagram, all that, is literally the downfall of society. People were losing their minds because an app on their phone stopped working. What have we come to within a society where people cannot live because an app on their phone doesn't work? It's very, very hard to believe that over 180 million people, that's how many users TikTok claims to have, would be that distraught over an app that stopped working on your phone. To me, it just shows that we live in an attention economy, and most of the people nowadays um, do not have an attention span, or their attention span is very, very, very limited. So instead of finding other creative means to occupy their time, most people would rather waste their time death scrolling on an app that's more than likely stealing all your data. Hopefully, this will be a wake up call for the US as a whole that we need to be more upset with book banning and less upset with app banning. Speaking of forgotten apps, this is your forgotten fact. Do you guys remember the Vine app? This app came out back in 2012 of June, founded by Russ Yusupov and Don Hoffman, whoever these guys are. I can't pronounce their names. But they created Vine in 2012, and it was a 6-second video looping app. So you pretty much created a video that was about 6 seconds long, you looped it, and that was your Vine. Vine was eventually bought by Twitter back when Twitter was Twitter and not X. And they bought them back in 2013. Vine didn't really take off the way they wanted, so Twitter shut them down in 2016. That's when Instagram, Snapchat, and those kind of apps were kind of on the rise. Twitter eventually shuttered all Vine services in 2017, and the app was officially discontinued by 2019. Vine's co-founder, Don Hoffman, created another app called Byte, but that app really didn't take off, and that was discontinued on May 2023, around the same time TikTok was really, really blowing up as well. So there you have it. A little bit of history of video sharing app platforms. Thanks for watching. Till next time, I'll bring you another video.